Good evening and assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Ali Sajjad and I hope I am fine and I hope you all will be sailing in the same boat. In this alarming situation when the whole world is going through a very difficult time, kindly guys stay safe and stay home. Thank you. So today I'm here to give you a presentation. The topic of my speech is a social problem, corruption. In general, corruption is a form of dishonesty or a criminal activity undertaken by an individual or an organization entrusted with the power of authority in order to get illicit benefit. Guys, corruption is a social problem which exists in different forms in our society, such as nepotism, bribery, embezzlement, networking, and favorism. Corruption can lead us to unemployment, economic inequality, debt, crime, and many others. I will be talking about different places where corruption takes place, levels of corruption, corruption in different sectors, Islamic teachings about corruption, and the solution to this problem. So, the places where corruption takes place are kleptocracy. Kleptocracy is basically a government with the corrupt leaders which uses their power to exploit people and natural resources of their own territory in order to extend their personal wealth and political powers. Then come oligarchy. Oligarchy is basically a type of power structure in which power rests between few peoples and these few peoples rule the society. And the last one is narco state. Narco state is basically a term, a political or an economic term applied where all the legal institutions are penetrated by illegal tradition or political act or power. So, corruption, there are three scales of corruption. Petty corruption takes place at a lower level and takes place at the implementation end of public service. Then comes the grand corruption. Grand corruption takes place at the highest level of the government with the significant subversion of a political control and a very well economical system. Then the last one is systematic corruption. Systematic corruption is basically due to a weakness of a system, or it can be contrasted with a person who acts corruptly within a system or an organization. So corruption in different sectors are. Corruption can be in political sector, government sector, and judicial sector, police sector for various reasons, such as for political monopolization, abuse of power, personal wealth, personal grooming, and many others. So, guys, what Islam says about corruption? Islam says that corruption is one of the most worst predicament who haunt all the countries around the world. And what Prophet, peace be upon him, said about corruption, or you can say a type of corruption which is bribery. He said, peace be upon him, said, Al-Rishi wal-Murtashi kalaha finnar. The one who take bribe and the one who give bribe, both are in the fire of hell. So, what are the solutions to these problems? The solution to these problems are empowering citizens, promote transparency and access to information, surveillance, paying a living wage to a government employee or a public employee, and last one is employment opportunities. So, number one is empowering citizens. So, if the citizens are empowered, there would be low chance of corruption. And why was that? This can be done by strengthening the citizen demand for anti-corruption and strengthening the citizen demand for anti-corruption, and by holding the government accountable for its action and making a strong trust between the government and the citizen of that country. So the other one is promote transparency and access to information. So there should be an open government and the access and freedom to press for governmental control, and there should be an access to information for the public. Giving access to information to people increases the responsiveness of government. So this may have a positive effect on the levels of participation of public. So the next one is surveillance. So you can say electronic devices can monitor business and corruption. So, installment of technology without the company knowledge so by this we can easily can control the so by this the tampering of records maybe are impossible and easier to catch. So these are the basis of a strong administrative structure. Then comes paying a living wage to a public employee. So if the police officers and the low wage bureaucrat are paid or they can make enough money, they won't get into the dirty business of bribery. According to a survey of 2013, 8 out of 9 most corrupt nations have corrupt police. So employees should have undergo through the training and the education and learn the negative effect of corruption. So the last one is employment opportunities. What are the employment? What is this? So there is definite need to enhance employment. Investments should be done in the technological infrastructure. So this ensures that masses can earn money and learn skills by staying out all of from the dirty earning. So government should encourage the acquisition programs and a defined mentorship should be provided to increase the awareness and opportunities to employees. So guys, how can we all living in Pakistan can battle and win against the step-by-step events of corruption? But to be honest, by not to others, we can ourselves can stop it. We are the next generation of adults. Some of our take charge by our creative ideas and energies to set up a war against corruption. Thank you so much.